I was attracted to working for ONR because it's going through a period of change at the moment, and I think it's an interesting organisation to get involved with. It's also looking at the nuclear industry from a different side from where it is currently. As a licensee, you're used to working, trying to justify what you're doing, as opposed to looking at it from a regulatory perspective and trying to make sure from a public perspective everything's good. I mean, I've been here for 2 months now, and immediately as I joined, I was assigned a mentor who made sure I was involved in getting to site visits early on, meeting some of the people we'll be regulating, and now I'm starting on the suite of training that's required before you can take on a full role as a project inspector. So that will continue for the next 2 or 3 months, which will prepare me for the role of project inspector. I think that's one of the attractions of the job, is there isn't a typical day. When you're in the office, you'll be maybe looking at documentation, speaking to licensees. You'll also be going out, visiting plant, going to lots of different sites. That's one of the advantages of project inspector, is that you get to see a lot of different places rather than a single site. Also, at the moment, as I said, a lot of training. So you'll spend a lot of time interacting with other inspectors, people who've been here for a while and learning from them, or new people who've joined at a similar sort of time as yourself. So you get a nice good feel and mix of experiences. Skills you need to be an inspector. It doesn't really come down to great knowledge in your specialism. It's about how you interact with the people you're going to be regulating. It's bearing in mind what your role is and who you are, and in making decisions and judgments, what that impact's going to be on safety for the public and on the business for the regulated person. I'd encourage anybody who's interested to join the Office of Nuclear Regulation. I think it's a changing environment at the moment. I think it's very you're from that perspective. You're going to have wide variations in the sort of work you're going to be doing. I'd recommend it to anybody.